are back. Oh shit, hold on. Alright, we are back. God damn it. There we go. What do you mean login error occurred? What? Heresy. Yeah, no, it looks fine. That's weird. Alrighty. Whatever, YouTube. You do you. Alrighty. Whatever, YouTube. You do you, I guess.
The path ends here. For the rest of the way,
Oh, Jesus.
we need to borrow the dream weaver's tools. Ready to shine. Here you go, Master. Enemy data sig net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's half the work.
Oh, jeez, hold on. Just realized I'm not gonna be able to see chat. There we go.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Commencing support. Ready to Oh, I get it. Enemy data sig net markers
I don't
activated.
want to waste
Time
that.
for a
That's
good
too
old
good of an
counterattack.
ability. At least I can build up her shit fast.
Enemy targets detected. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this!
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Yeah! Ready to shine. Shing!
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep is the dead return!
We have the upper hand.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Yeah!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Awesome! good practice. Huh, yeah!
There we go. Decrease the sensitivity on that. But wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Time to make a decision. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! We have the upper hand.
On the still waters of oblivion.
You'll make good practice. Yeah!
Let's settle this.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Command lead data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Oh, I get it! Now watch this!
I'll see you off.
Again?
Bloom.
Don't worry, it's just a
Eternals
script.
the dead return!
Enemy targets detected. Ouch!
Destined for oblivion.
Yeah!
Let's settle this.
Commencing support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We have the upper hand.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Yeah!
How in the hell? Okay.
The path ends here. For the rest of the way, we need to borrow the Dreamweaver's tools.
Yeah, not now, Firefly. So I forgot what I need to farm for a next stuff. There he is. So target. We go.
Oh, every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nothing major. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Commencing support. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy data secured. Net marker activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep. The dead return! Insanity.
Existence is unity. Enemy targets.
Nothing major. Bloom. I'm just a friend. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
There's more to life. We have the upper hand. Enemy data network activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
You chose the... Ha! To the soul, insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Some value. Commencing support.
Receive divinity. To the soul.
Love that.
Oh.
What, Jasmine? It's just a truck driving by. Calm down, girl.
Existence is unity.
Nothing major. I'll see you off. Bloom. Eternal set. Dead return! What's the matter? Insanity! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this. I'm just a... To the soul, insanity!
There's more. Enemy targets detected.
Nothing major. You chose the wrong end. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Some value.
What's the matter? To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Oh, eternal. Commencing support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bloom. I'm just a frail skull.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Nothing. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Repay. I'll see you off. Bloom. Thank you. And I'll give you what you need. Insanity. To the soul.
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity. Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dead return!
Oh. Eternal. Ready for another?
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. You chose the wrong enemy. I'm just a insanity.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Commencing support.
Nothing. Receive divinity. Thank you. And I'll give you what you need. The dead return! To the soul, insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge.
Oh? Existence is unity.
Nothing major. Nothing major. Receive divinity. Eternal the dead return! I'm just a insanity.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's settle this. To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Commencing support.
You chose.
There's more.
What's them? To the soul.
Oh? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy targets detected.
Nothing major. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Some value, I suppose. Commencing support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bloom. Repay. Eternal the dead return! I'm just to the soul.
Eternal. Every petal and light, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy targets detected. Enjoying yourself?
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
So this is the warmth of life.
Insanity.
The path ends here. For the rest of the way, we need to borrow the Dreamweaver's tools.
Try subduing this kind of power. Truth is already in my hands.
Nice. Anyway.
What happens next is going to blow your mind.
Different points in space are linked together?
Now we can go to the other side. This is how the Nightingale family repairs the dreamscape. Fascinating, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so. A little unsettling mostly, but yeah, it's fascinating. Ooh, wait.
Let's wait and see.
Sound lingers.
Repay!
Existence is unity. Yeah.
I have it under control.
Enemy data secure. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Let's set. Insanity. To the soul.
Some value, I suppose. Commencing support.
Eternal
The dead return! Let's settle this. Insanity.
There's more to life. Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Grace and
Enemy
elegance.
data secure. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah.
Receive divinity. Thank you. To the soul. Insanity. I underestimated you.
Enemy targets detected.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Repay. What's the matter? To the soul. I suppose I can just ignore this.
We can use the building materials that are floating.
Go melt it down.
It's like stepping on planks, floating on water.
Watch this
Let's
magic
go that-
trick.
Existence is unity. Commencing support.
Let's settle this.
Grace and elegance.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. An undisputed victory.
We can get to the rooftop of the opposite building from here, but it requires a device.
Just ignore this.
I remember it's hidden here.
Got water in my ear from the fucking shower. There we go, yeah. I like doing this. How the fuck? Oh. Oh, okay, I see. Close enough. Right, yeah. Wait, damn it. No, cause I just... Yeah, damn it, why can't I... Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. You go here. How do I switch over? Oh, okay, I just hit B. Alright, got it. That was kinda dumb.
Bam! And it comes out just like that. No matter how many times I've seen it, it still looks magical. Let's go.
Sound lingers.
Let's wait and
Watch this magic trick. Repay.
Existence is unity. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Oh? Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Receive divinity. Thank you. And I'll give insanity.
Enemy targets detected.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
Grace and elegance. Eternal. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Thank you.
Eternal
And I'll
sleep.
give you what you need. I'm just a... To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. I underestimated you.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Receive divinity.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Insanity. To the soul. Not too shabby. Useful for alchemy.
here, maybe? Oh, shit. Here? No? Oh. Okay. No? Really? Maybe it's this one. Nope. I'll figure it out eventually. Nope. God, I hate puzzles sometimes. Oh shit, I just realized. There we go. I can see the back of the pieces. Let's fucking go. And then... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're getting those now. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh wait. No wait, hold on. Is it this piece? Yeah, it is. Okay, I was... Jesus. Right here. Oh, okay, I have to put the other piece first. Yeah. There we go. I was getting there.
Quietly.
Oh shit. Did not know it would just... Alright. Okay, so... I need to get to that one, I think. Okay. YOLO! What? God damn it! It tried to get me to hide instead. Okay, let's try this again. Up, through, behind. Teleport, please. Jeez. That was so unnecessary. There we go. Alright, let's fuck up out of here. Wait, what's this way then? Ah, it just leads me back this way. Ah, whatever. I don't really need it. I can still cross back this way.
Bam! And it comes out just like that. No matter how many times I've seen it, it still looks magical. Let's go.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Let's settle this. I have it under control.
Enjoying yourself?
Insanity! reforge all things.
Command enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. There's more to life.
What's the matter? To the soul.
Easy claps.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Oh, somebody's home.
Existence is unity. Ready for another?
You chose the wrong end.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return! Something out of insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
The combat report will be ready soon. Huh. It's received.
Okay, look at that dipshit.
Eternal.
I'll see you off.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
To the soul.
Grace and elegance. We have the upper hand. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ouch!
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Insanity.
The combat report will be ready soon.
I'll be right back. back over to the stream, and let's get rolling. Boop. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, now. There it is. Let's go. Alright, so where's that going? Okay, I think I know how to do this. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. You go over here. Okay. Is that not it? Okay, there it is. I just had to reposition the mirror. God, this shit's fucking wild. Hurts my brain just to watch it.
Quietly.
What? Oh, hello. Hi, buddy. I definitely didn't see you on my last playthrough. I was wondering where you were.
Look,
Jesus.
that's the Penacony Grand Theater over there. It radiates dazzling. I suppose everyone who likes to bask in the light will be drawn to that kind of warmth.
Oh, shit.
Like countless fireflies chasing the fire. Let's go. Half the journey is still ahead of us.
Half the fucking journey? Lady, what? I've killed like half. There we go. Alright. Fucking Hawkeye Star Rail. I swear. Treasure chest.
Inventory complete.
Move module. Is there a chest over here? Oh, there's a fucking chest over here.
I wonder what.
Shut up, Firefly. Now's not the time. I needs my chest. There we go. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Honestly, it's not as complicated as she said it would be. Wait. Where are this one? But I'm already done with it. How do I? Okay, there we go. That's what it was telling me. 14 on it. Not bad, not bad. Roughly 200 more and I'll be good to
The
go.
family recruited many artists, architects, and scholars from across the universe to form the team of Dreamweavers that built the dream of Penacony. These areas are not developed yet, so guests don't come here. It's not as lively as the town center here, but I relish the serene atmosphere.
Okay, so you definitely go there. Excuse me. So piece definitely goes there. It's got. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. No, because this definitely goes like on the chest somewhere. I have to leave you there. Okay. Okay. No. This definitely goes on the chest. I just can't seem to find where. Oh wait. I think this is it. Yeah. And then you go there. Alright, we're getting this. Good, fuck it. Well, that was easy. Okay. Alright, can't figure out where you go. Definitely go here, for sure. You go here. Okay, now. You probably go here now, right? No? Here? How the fuck? Do I need to rotate it a few times? Alright, I'm just gonna have to figure you out. Oh, so I had to wait for that piece. Okay. I hate that. Okay, and then E.
That did the trick. Huh. Kids received.
It wasn't like this yesterday when I was streaming.
Watch this magic trick.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
I'll see you off.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. There's more to life.
Receive divinity. Thank you.
Repay.
And I'll give you what you need. Insanity.
Destroyed!
An undisputed victory. I suppose I can just ignore this.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal. Commencing support. Ready for another?
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul.
Destroyed. Anaxa OP, please nerf.
An undisputed victory.
What the fuck? Where's this lead? Oh. Down here. Okay, so what's this way? Pinball machine. And then... what's this way? This?
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity. Enemy targets detected.
You chose the wrong end.
Enemy data secure. Networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Insanity.
Easy claps.
Go melt it down.
There's more to life. Eternal.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Every petal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Almost there. Oh, so it only rotates it back. Alright, well. I think I'm good on trying to solve this puzzle, to be honest. I think I'm gonna just dip back and continue the story. I don't want to get too sidetracked now. Jesus Christ. 200. I'm connected by Ethernet. That's the sad thing.
We moved from that building to this building in the blink of an eye. This would be impossible in reality.
I don't know about that. We were pretty much doing that on the CN show.
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity. Commencing support. Enemy data networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
An undisputed victory.
Got a text message. Hello. Who is it? No. Missed call from who? Oh, weird. There we go. Anywho. What is... To studio. Weird. Alrighty.
Watch this magic trick.
There's more to life. Eternal. Enemy targets ready for another. Enemy data secure. Networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Something have nothing to the soul.
Some value as...
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Nope. Seems to be in order. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I remember finding something down here when I first played through here.
It's the same routine. You've mastered it, right?
This is not the same routine, you bitch.
Is it because I've gone? Who's there? Why are?
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Let's settle this.
Insanity!
Grace and elegance.
Easy claps.
An undisputed victory.
Haul yourselves over.
Oh, I see. Weird. Anyway.
What? I no.
He wandered off, but he left.
If Cersei saw this puzzle, they'd die from laughter.
Damn.
This.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I have no idea if that was the right move or not. I'm just kind of winging it as I go.
This place is really complicated. It gives me a headache every time I pass through. Not only do we have to activate the Dream's Eye, but we also have to close it a couple of times to get through.
Okay, it was the right move. I was just kind of winging it. Let's go.
Finally! There won't be too many hindrances after this.
Fuck! Alright.
Let's wait and see.
Sound lingers.
This area wasn't guarded the last time I was here. Have my frequent comings and goings started drawing attention?
Probably, Firefly. You really suck at this Stellaron Hunter
I
job.
don't think we can get around them. Let's get rid of them.
Repay!
Existence is unity.
Eternal step.
Dead return!
Oh. Eternal.
Oh, I just did. God fuck.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Commencing support.
What's the matter? Insanity! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the...
To the soul, insanity!
Easy claps.
Here we are. This is the
An
place.
undisputed victory.
So Someone's singing? Where is the sound coming from?
Have you heard of this song? It's called If I Can Stop One Heart from Breaking by Robin. Her songs are played in the Dreamland from time to time as the Charmony Festival is drawing close. This spot is the closest place to the sky in the dreamscape. It's far from the hustle and bustle of the city and free from the bickering among the Dreamweavers.
Neat.
You can feel the moment. The scenery, the people, and the dreams, without being disturbed by anyone. How beautiful. Time is frozen at this golden hour. This golden dream shared by the fool from the tavern, and the memo keeper from the Garden of Recollection, the wandering ranger and the IPC ambassador, the Astral Express Nameless, and me. Everyone falls asleep here equally, regardless of our different agendas.
Checking my
I'm
email
sorry.
real quick.
I really am a stowaway. I knew I couldn't hide it from you. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago. It was probably the doing of the Legion or the Swarm, but I'm an interstellar refugee. Just like many of the Penacony locals.
Skelly
The Harmony accepts everyone, including wanderers from afar.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck was
Family
that?
takes them in, but they don't belong
Weird.
here.
No, the rain's
In
clear,
this
so it couldn't have been thunder.
splendid metropolis, some have a dream called Penacony, but some have dreams that are no different from reality. Even though everyone who comes here harbors the same motive in the beginning. And it's likewise for me. I have a wish I want to achieve so badly in the real world. But I can't. So I want to give it a shot here. Entropy loss syndrome. Have you heard of this term? It's a strange condition. Those suffering from it will experience an irreversible chronic dissociation of their physical structure. This means they will slowly fade away, and the process is barely noticeable to others. You can still run, jump, and talk as usual. Everything seems normal. But then you'll start doing everything slightly slower than others. And then even slower than that. Until the lines between your body and the entire world become blurry. You won't be able to tell reality from dreams because they have all been shattered. So how could I possibly resist it? I mean, can you imagine? I can actually free myself from this medical cabin in this dream. I can forget about all the doctor's advice. I can listen and see and touch and think and understand at this moment. I'm sorry. For certain reasons, there are things I can't reveal to you yet. I am, in fact, after the Watchmaker's legacy. But that doesn't mean we have to go our separate ways and be enemies. But at least, I really hope things don't turn out that way. Thanks. In my dream, I saw a scorched earth and a new sapling emerging from it. I still remember the question on the invitation letter. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Why do people choose to sleep? I think it's because they're afraid to wake up. I'm sorry. Don't you have a lot of... I have been trying to do that, but I think I failed. Maybe... spray can? Perhaps... there's... coffee? Aren't there other jokes? Perhaps we can think of another... selfie. Selfie. I feel a little awkward taking it by myself. I can be a little bit camera shy. Wait, let me get ready. I'm good. Let's do this. 1, 2... say cheese!
Still looks so much better for that picture than Firefly. I mean, not Firefly.
Do you have to go back already? I feel like going back to reality and resting too. Come on.
Okay.
Let's...
Now I got a text message. I can't answer that question because it's just been like that for months now. It just does that. I don't know if there's like any particular reason why my phone does that. It just does. Fuck, are you serious? I'm 1 short for that? That's annoying. Also, I have enough to do a warp. Let's go. Fuck! Just another Natasha. God fucking damn it. Not even a 5-star is a 4-star. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, cocky statue. eventually turns golden, which is neat. Guess I can do a regular warp if I have the tickets. Do I? Nope. Fuck. Oh well.
Come to think of it, I wonder if I have to go to the hotel to return to reality. Strange. Where's everyone gone?
Is that fucking Sampo? God damn it.
Sampo. Is that guy up to no good again?
Dr. Ratio. That's one short as well. Damn.
We meet again, my dear. It looks like you have not taken my warnings to heart. A pity. Are you so enchanted by that girl?
Shut up, Sampo. Fuck you. And everything that lives in your house.
You're just so blind.
Careful. I'm more than certain now that there's something not right about this friend of yours.
Oh, this brave little girl appears to be protecting you. I wonder why. Are you two that close?
You talk too much.
Oh, I love your attitude, my dear. I have to admit you're different from your friend here. Your senses are much sharper. Even so, you are lagging far behind the main party. Have you not noticed yet what the family is hiding? The secret behind this sweet dream? And as for you, the trailblazer who saved the ice world, I wonder how many things Sempo glossed over when recounting the happenings on Yarilo 6. Oh well, it was my problem for trusting him. I'm really, really disappointed in you. Excuse me. Why don't you
Rest for a little while.
Oh, Sparkle.
Inside the real dreamscape. Oh?
I'm back at the hotel? Can't get in touch with... This is too weird.
Ooh, hey. I know what that's for. This one. Sparkle!
The workshop door is unlocked.
Firefly?
Grace and elegance. Eternal. Enemy targets detected.
Insanity! Go melt it down.
Firefly?
any case, we must still be. This is very No, that's not right. I'm not sure. And you probably noticed if it points us towards the water. Let's go.
Oh, hi, Steve. Are we playing hide and seek?
Watch this magic trick.
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
To the soul.
Oh, hi, Steve. We can't get through here. Let's take the way around from the side.
Dead end here, too. Given the layout of the room, are they really suggesting we maneuver around using the walls?
Why? I could have figured that
Can't
out.
believe that worked.
Come on.
Tampering with the dreams.
Watch this magic trick.
Eternal. Enemy targets detected.
Let's settle this.
Insanity. An undisputed victory.
Mikhail.
Oh wait, hold on. Ah, damn. Jesus. Jesus, I don't know why I have to keep pressing back just to... There we go. That was really annoying. That was actually one of the easier ones. Sadly. Cool.
Go melt it down.
Go. The fuck? Yeah, I know how the fuck it works. You ain't gotta tell me. You just gave me a tutorial on this shit. Why are you giving me more?
Analyze the targets before you make a plan of action. Sound lingers.
Watch this magic trick.
Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy data secure. Networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal
The dead return! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Oh. Enemy targets detected.
Let's settle. Bloom. Repay.
Insanity. To the soul.
Some value, I suppose. Commencing support. Enjoying yourself?
I'll see you off. Nothing major.
Insanity.
Enemy data secured. Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Eternal step.
Dead return!
Enemy targets detected.
Huge.
I'm just a... To the soul. Insanity.
Grace and elegance. Commencing support.
You fuck nerd.
Not too shabby. Useful for
I have
alchemy.
no idea who uses these. Huh. Hello, what's in here?
Can't find you anywhere.
Weird. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember we came in through there.
Sound lingers.
Let's wait, since...
This is to the exit. You have something to tell me? Oh, wow. Incredible. These
Why? This isn't even necessary.
It's like I can unyielding resolve.
We didn't even need to have all that happen. We could have kept going.
Something very important. So dark in here. Take me with you at least. That was a close one.
Not too shabby.
I
Useful
wonder
for
who uses
alchemy.
that outfit for relics, because
The
I
family
have
insists
a
that
full
the
set
dreamscape
now, I
is
think.
absolutely safe. There's nothing but a jigsaw puzzle here. The pieces look like they flew to both sides of the room. We'll definitely keep it safe. This is an origami board I made.
Oh, Jesus, okay. That was easy. Oh, I see. There we go. Easy claps.
Go melt it down. Watch this magic trick. Repay.
Eternal. We have the upper hand.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Insanity.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. An undisputed victory.
Let's wait and see.
Sound lingers.
Oh, there it is. Hello. Oh, that only
This should
counted as
fill in
one.
the empty spaces in the
Ah.
puzzle. The wall that did the trick. Feels like we're reaching the end, right?
Just... What's going on?
It's a trap.
The lights have all turned on. So creepy. But since there are so many doors here, we should be able to leave through one of them.
Now, see, you'd think it'd be the opposite of creepy. Just saying. So, I got more stickers. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Cool.
The exact same room? This again. No, wait. Could it be? Uh-oh. Which one was the original door? TVs are so bright. It's hurting my eyes. Careful. Something's up. What is this monster?
Eternal melody. Oh. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Stay away.
What's the insanity?
There's more to life. Eternal.
Oh,
Enemy data secure. Networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's okay.
to the
Monster! All these creatures! Are they the secret the family's hiding? Is there no way to lose it?
receive divinity. A small price to pay.
Yeah.
If you don't know the right technique, you might never return from the shadow of death, emerging without a scratch. Easy, girl. I'm on your side. You can call me
All will be swept away by the wind.
Black Swan.
Enemy targets detected.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Eternal.
Eternal step.
Dead return! Bloom,
Thanks for the support.
repay.
Enemy data networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Enemy data secure. Networkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Existence is unity.
Insanity.
Get fucked, nerd.
See you next time. Hurry. You're awake, lazy bug. Looks like you had a nice dream.
Alright. I think I'll just stop here for the day.